In this video, I'm going to be answering the top 5 questions that you may have in regards to becoming a paramedical tattoo artist. So the number one question that I get asked all the time is this industry growing? And my answer is absolutely yes, it is. 6 years ago, when I stepped into this industry, no one was offering this service. And now every year that I'm in this industry, it more than doubles, if not triples, in the amount of artists getting into this industry and of clients and people who are learning about this and finding out that this service is even available. Another thing that I look at when it comes to trends is how many people are opting for cosmetic surgery or surgery at all. So whether it's reconstructive surgery, breast implants, breast explants, mommy makeovers, tummy tucks, that is not going anywhere. And so a lot of times in paramedical tattooing, we can help a lot of people with their scars, their surgical scars, or even in the cases of cancer, skin cancer removal, mole removals, anything that creates white scarring on the body. Those are clients that aren't going anywhere, as well as I think the statistic is 3 out of 4 women have stretch marks. Now, not every woman is bothered by their stretch marks, but those are really, really good statistics in the sense of letting me know that this industry is only going to grow. It is stable and it's not going anywhere as long as people have things that happen to their skin. Like I think about age spots, sunspots, again, surgical procedures and or other things that happen, accidents that leave a scar that people are going to want to minimize, reduce, and blend in. So yes, this industry is extremely stable. It's solid, and it's just going to continue to grow because again, I don't see people opting for plastic surgery or anything like that. I don't see that ever going away. The second question that I get asked all the time is what kind or what type of income can you make? And so this is a pretty loaded question because it's limitless. So I'm not here to ever limit your potential. There's a reason why I've been in this industry for 6 years and I have no plans going anywhere else. It is an extremely lucrative industry to be in. There's a lot of potential for you to make a ton of income and at the same time impact, which is amazing. So the fact that I can really help people and also be able to contribute to my family, live a very comfortable life, but that I'm also doing something that's extremely meaningful and fulfilling is what I'm most passionate about. Now, at the same time, that doesn't guarantee. So there's a lot of marketing and a lot of social media posts out there that are almost promoting that you can make 6 figures your first month or your first year in this business. Now, is it possible? Absolutely. But trust me, that is not the norm. And so that, oftentimes when we're looking for an easy way to make money, it ends up being the longest journey. And so, yes, it is absolutely possible to make a ton of income and impact in this business, but you're going to have to put some work into it. And you're going to have to learn how to market yourself and really promote yourself and also do really good work. And that means getting trained well and making sure that you're actually getting results for people. So I always like to say, every business is different. Price is really about marketing the type of client that you want to attract in your business. But at the same time, yes, there is a lot of potential to make a ton of money in this industry. But if you're going after the money, you're probably already hindering the rate of your success and you're probably already doing it for the wrong reasons. And please don't get scammed into thinking that this is really easy and that you can make 6 figures in a month. That is so rare. And I'm here to just give it to you straight. Another thing that I always like to think about too is the Stanley Cup. How a Stanley Cup is like what, $45, $50, and they're a $750 million company. And so when people ask this question, sometimes I wonder if they think what can I price things out for? And there are millionaires out there who are selling products for $45, and there are millionaires out there who are selling products for 1,000 plus. So that's going to really depend on the type of business that you want to create and cultivate. And part of our mentorship program is to really get you clear on the type of clientele, your branding, because you are your own personal brand, like how to really create a business in paramedical tattooing that on your own terms, because every person is so different. So it doesn't matter really how you price things out, but I will say price will determine the type of person that you're going to market and attract into your business. But the quick answer to this question is yes. Obviously, it is absolutely possible to make really great income in this business. The third thing is, the third question that I get asked all the time is, do I need to get trained and certified, and what kind of training? So yes and yes. Tattooing for the most part is a pretty unregulated industry. Every state is different. And so if you don't know what your state laws are, if you click on the video or the link below this video, you'll have access to our state tattooing licensing laws that we created. It's alphabetized by state, and it'll give you a great jump off point of figuring out what your state requires for you to legally tattoo. I also did another video where I explain a little bit more detail of what that process looks like if this is something that you're really serious in doing and applying for. But yes, you are going to need to get most likely certified, trained, because you're going to want to insure yourself. You're going to want to insure your business, protect yourself. We're always working on damaged scar tissue. I think a lot of people forget about that when it comes to paramedical tattooing, but I'm rarely ever working on healthy skin. And so that comes with a lot of risk. And so I would highly, highly suggest I would never tattoo someone without being insured. So you're going to want to find an insurance company to protect your business, your assets, minimize the liability and the risk involved in working with damaged skin. And most insurance companies will want proof that you have been trained in the service that you're offering, and that if they're going to insure you, that you are trained and certified and you've put in the hours to know what you're doing, how to work with bodily fluids, how to keep things sterile, and how to work with blood. And so you will be needing to get trained and certified. Who you go to is up to you. And again, if you want more details on what to look for in a trainer, what to ask, check out our other video, and the link will be below this. The other question I get asked all the time is, how long will it take me to become a successful artist? So that really depends. Again, this is a loaded question because it really depends on the type of person that you are. How motivated are you in really putting yourself out there? How motivated are you in doing really good work and to training and to getting educated? How motivated are you to put in the practice, to put in the hours? That is an entirely different type of person, an artist, than someone who is doing this as a hobby, kind of part-time, and who is going to make more excuses and justifications as to why things aren't working out for them. So this can take you as quickly as you want it to go, depending on how motivated, consistent, and ambitious you are. I mean, there's just really no shortcuts when it comes to success. So do you hit the ground running and go, go, go? Or are you the type of person that is going to take a little bit more time? And, so that really depends on you. But if you are extremely motivated and you've been trained properly and you have a mentor who's helped guiding you every step of the way, that is for sure going to be the fast track to success. That is going to accelerate and catapult that timeline and really shrink it down, versus someone who's kind of winging it, who maybe didn't get trained properly, who's making mistakes on clients, who isn't feeling very confident about their work. Therefore, how confident will they be in really promoting and putting themselves out there and trying to get more clients? or if they don't have good work, how easily are they able to book clients if they don't really have a portfolio and they don't really have great before and afters? That is going to be an entirely different road and timeline versus someone who who's taking the right action. So hopefully that answered that question. And then the last question is, what is paramedical tattooing? Which is probably the first question I should have started on. So the way that I like to explain paramedical tattooing, it's like medical tattooing. So when you think about tattooing, usually people think of two very different tattoos. One is the body art tattooist, all the little scripts, not scripts, but like scripts and designs and element, like that's body art tattooing. So there's an artistic expression of tattooing, and then there's paramedical tattooing, which is more medical tattooing. And so that's what paramedical is we are often tattooing in a way to really minimize, blend in, and camouflage the appearance of stretch marks and scars. And or paramedical tattooing can also include SMP, which is scalp marker pigmentation, which is helping people with hair loss, people who have alopecia, people who've had hair transplants, and we're minimizing the appearance, blending in their transplant scar, and or giving the illusion that they have fuller, denser, thicker hair in thinning areas where they don't have hair. And so I feel like we're modern magicians in the sense that these are tattoos, but they don't look like a tattoo if they're done correctly, right? That's the true art of camouflage. And even with scalp marker pigmentation, I'm giving the illusion, the magic, the illusion that there's hair and there's more coverage when there isn't. And then that also goes for our breast cancer survivors as well, is oftentimes when people who've had breast cancer, they lose their areolas, their nipples. And so we can give them a sense of normalcy back into their life by creating the illusion that there is a realistic 3D nipple on their breasts, which is extremely fulfilling, but is also the most technical skill out there when it comes to paramedical tattooing. And that's why it's so important that you get trained, and you really owe it to yourself and the clients that you say you want to help to get trained properly, so that way you really do more good in this industry than harm. And unfortunately, I've been in this industry for 6 years to see that there are a lot of artists out there, and trainers as well, doing a lot more harm than they are good. And so that's why I'm a huge advocate for continuing education and really taking the time to build a business the right way in the beginning, so you have those foundations that lead to success, rather than take the long way, the long route, getting trained improperly, making permanent mistakes, making people feel worse about themselves, which is not the reason why you're watching this video. I know if you're watching this video, it says a lot about the character and the integrity you are as a person, because you do want to do it the right way. And so if you're interested in training with us, the details will be below. Let me know if I didn't answer a question for you, but these are typically the top 5 questions I get asked all the time. Thanks so much.